I'm going to make a commemorative blanket for Kiva, and I think I'm going to do the Just Feel Better shawl 4 times and seam it together, and just kind of stripe it however I feel. But these are the colors of her fur, and then her dark brown eyes, and then she always had the red collar. So yeah, that's gonna be for my baby girl. Tootie, come show off your hoodie.
She did it right. Shook it off her head.
You got a hood? Got a little pocket here for you to put a treat in? So you can hold on to that for later?
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Look at her.
Got options, Toots. Which one do you want? You want this one? You want this one? Okay.
Come on now, potty mouth. It's inappropriate for the day. There's no magic wand. Baby, there's no switch to flip.
Hi, friends. Welcome to day 26. Welcome to day 26 of Vlogmas. Today is day 1 of Kwanzaa, and the principle is Umoja, which means unity. I didn't feel up to lighting. I didn't feel up to lighting the candles today, because normally, the first day of Kwanzaa for me is always the day that I would do like a family picture, or it's very family oriented for me. So yeah, I just didn't feel up to I didn't feel up to lighting the candles today, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. I think one of my plants is flopping over. What was I gonna say? I don't know. So basically tomorrow we will get to talk about 2 principles, day 1 and day 2. I'm going to print one of our family pictures and put in this. This is one of the ornaments that I found at Walmart last week. I don't even know, a bit ago. And it just says Kwanzaa blessing. So I'm going to put a family picture in there. I think the last family picture that Lamar and I took with the girls was last Thanksgiving, I think. So I'll find one of those and print it out and put it in here. Yeah, for my Unity Day. I hope everybody had a great day after Christmas. And tomorrow I'm going back to work. I really don't want to. Yeah, I really don't want to, but duty calls. We actually have a lot of stuff that we're going to be finishing up with and getting ready to do with the upcoming trimester. So today Lamar and I went to Walmart and I got a bunch of treats. Like when they put the dog treats in the Christmas bags, and then, after Christmas they sell it because it's in a Christmas bag. So I got a bunch of doggy treats for Tootie, and I got her a couple sweaters. I think I put a clip in of her in her hoodie. So she has a green hoodie, and the other sweater that we got for her says Boss Lady, and that is Tootie. She is the boss lady. So yeah, we're just taking it day by day. I put the sign that my dad gave me up there. I don't know what this shelf is gonna look like after the holidays, like when I put all my Grinches away. But that sign is gonna be a fixture. And then I think wherever I put that sign is gonna also be like my Kiva space. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But yeah, um, tomorrow is a work from home day. So it'll probably not be a whole lot different than anything y'all have seen in the past. So it'll be, I don't know what's playing on the TV. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I hope y'all had a great day. And oh, one other thing. We were looking to go to Grinchmas today, but Lamar's tickets are blacked out through today. So we're going to have to find another time that we can go before Grinchmas is over. So we'll be going after I get off from work. So y'all will be seeing Grinchmas something at some point this Vlogmas. But yeah, so good night, friends. Oh, another thing, you all would have seen the clips that that I put before this of what was the movie? Spirited. I think Hannah recommended everybody watch it towards the beginning of Vlogmas. She was like, "Oh my gosh, it was amazing! It was great! I loved it! Everybody should watch it!" And I was like, "Okay, yeah." Mental note: watch this movie, and I need to learn that this mental, not good at remembering notes, because a couple years ago when Jingle Jangle came out, I made a mental note to watch that movie, and I still haven't watched it. I know, it's a shame, but we watched Spirited, and I really enjoyed it. It was great. Normally, I'm not a Will Ferrell fan, but I liked him in this movie. So if you have not watched it and you have the ability to watch it, or even the vague desire, you should do it. I agree with Hannah. So now I am going to take off this chipped nail polish and either knit or crochet. I am maybe halfway through one of the sleeves of my As If tee. Nope, every time. All that tee. And I have finally squared off my crochet memories blanket. So either one of those projects can get work put on it tonight. I think it's just now 10 o'clock or something like that. So I'm not tired. I am feeling the downswings, which is understandable, completely understandable and expected, Oh, another thing, I just keep remembering things. Yesterday, one of the things that I did when I was trying to not think was I read all of the available Space Boy episodes on Webtoons. And I finished everything that is posted there, and the next season is supposed to be released in March. But one of the things on Spaceboy that I really appreciated is that the artist uses the story to really address like a lot of like life things, you know, like it talks about death, it talks about grieving, it talks about empathy and self-care, like all kinds of stuff, right? So definitely recommend. uh just go to I think it's webtoons.com and type in Spaceboy. Definitely recommend. But in one of the last episodes, it was there's a character who um, dies, and their parents are dealing with that grief, and one of the parents, like the dad, the scene is the dad talking to the mom, and the dad is just kind of that swallowed up by grief, unable to like really do anything or find joy in anything. And the mom is the kind of like compartmentalizing, grief person. And the scene is the dad talking to the mom and asking her, how can you still do regular things? And she described her grief as rooms in her house that she allows herself to go into, maybe a couple times a day. And she goes in there and she feels the feelings, and then she comes out of the room so that she can handle the rest of life. And she said, but your grief is like the ocean. It's like trying to swim in the ocean. And sometimes you get a sight of the shore, and you feel like you can handle this, sometimes you're working with the waves, and sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're out in the middle of it and there's no direction anywhere. And she was like, both experiences are okay, and both experiences are valid. And y'all, when like random stuff you be like reading or whatever just really hits you in the heart pieces, that's how I was yesterday reading Spaceboy. It was just like, okay, I'm not entirely sure um how this grief is gonna be, because right now I'm still in that I'm okay, and then I'm not, and then I'm okay, and then I'm not. Um, and I expect, just from observation of other people who have lost loved ones, that is just how it will be. You'll be okay, and then something will happen and remind you of, that person that you've lost or that loved one that you've lost, and then you like not feel okay, right? And all of that is okay. So I'm just grateful that there are, like people who create work like Spaceboy that is like, I really think it's like probably a um middle school, high school uh aimed comic. um but I'm really grateful that there are people out there who create work like that, because it makes those topics like accessible and not so heady, And I can't tell y'all the number of times I have felt so seen in that book. One of the main characters starts having panic attacks, and I'm like, "Yup, I understand. I just want to give her a hug." But it's it's I really appreciate those that comic, and it's definitely given me moments of like, I'll be reading and then just kind of take a step back and think about myself and my feelings and what's going on in my head and everything. And I take a deep breath and I'm like, we're okay. We're gonna just keep taking it one step at a time. We will be okay. So, there's that. And now I'm gonna go and do something with yarn.